1//. All right, let's get started. Colby Covington's time in the UFC has officially come to an end. The former interim welterweight champion informed the UFC on Monday that he is retiring from mixed martial arts competition. Earlier in the day, the UFC's official website updated Covington's fighter profile to reflect the change, and MMA Fighting later confirmed that the update was intentional. Alongside Covington, several other fighters were also removed from the UFC roster page, including former women's bantamweight title challenger Mayra Bueno Silva, Brad Riddell, and Nathan Fletcher. Covington's final fight took place in December 2024 when he stepped in on short notice against Joaquin Buckley at UFC Tampa. The fight ended in a one-sided loss for Covington, with Buckley earning a third-round TKO by doctor stoppage. That defeat became Covington's second straight loss.
Hey, Rashad beat me. Rashad beat me. I missed the fight for tomorrow. That quick. You can see it? No. It was my ass.
After previously dropping a unanimous decision to Leon Edwards in his third unsuccessful attempt to win the undisputed UFC welterweight championship. Rampage Jackson missed the Rousey-Carano fight. Thanks to Kamaru Usman, Rampage Jackson missed the Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano fight because of Kamaru Usman. During a live stream, Rampage was watching the fight when Usman interrupted him. Moments later, the fight ended before Rampage could fully focus on what happened. 2//. Alex Pereira admitted he had no idea what was happening when Josh Hockett started trash-talking him during the UFC Freedom 250 press conference earlier this month. Because Pereira does not speak English fluently, he did not understand the comments being made. During the incident, UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria stepped in and defended Pereira by throwing an object toward Hockett. Speaking later with MMA Junkie, Pereira explained the situation. He said everyone saw what happened, but he personally did not understand the words being said. According to Pereira, Topuria reacted because he felt Hockett had crossed the line. Pereira also questioned Hockett's attitude, suggesting he seemed like someone who struggles to get along with people around him. Pereira added that he has no plans to
Well, guys, got my wisdom teeth out Sunday. I got a blown shoulder, but we're out here back training. Putting on these put, showing what's up. It's gonna be a real hard couple months for me, but gotta keep the demons away.
React emotionally during fight week. He said security and staff will likely keep things under control, and he plans to stay calm and composed as always. Pereira also stated that if things become physical during fight week, then the organization has failed to manage the situation properly. Sean Strickland, already back in the gym. Sean Strickland is already back training despite dealing with multiple physical issues following UFC 328.
If I were doing it, if I were trying to be as petty as the UFC in that moment, what I would have done was, hey, at 9 o'clock or something, we're making a big announcement, tune in. And I'm sure he gets paid by Meta to do those IG lives, but I would have said tune into IG or tune into Paramount Plus to get people to click over. That's what you ultimately wanted. You wanted people to stop watching the Netflix show. That's what you wanted. But you did it on IG Live in the most underwhelming way possible. That's what I would have done if I were them. I would have said at 9 o'clock, that's what they did in the old Monday Night War days. That's what they said, like Bischoff would say, we're making an announcement, or Vince would say, we're making an announcement at this time, tune in to the start of this segment or the top of the hour, etc. That's what I would have done. So it felt like they didn't quite execute as good as possible, but to me, that's just classic Dana, and I was debating with people earlier in the day, are they gonna do it, are they gonna do it? I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Did I not tell you all a million times that this was coming? Oh, you said it was gonna be 24 hours. The fucking announcement, who gives a shit? I told you from the beginning that it was gonna be Conor versus Max, 170 pounds, 5 rounds, July 11th, International Fight Week. I told you. And it was.
In a recent Instagram story, Strickland revealed blood on his towel while explaining that he had just gotten his wisdom teeth removed. He also mentioned dealing with a serious shoulder injury, but said he continues to train because staying active helps him mentally.
Smokes him like a brisket.
You think so?
Like the thing is, Conor has the power. Like that's not gonna, no matter the injury, that's gonna be there still. The timing, a lot of things, other things matter, but the power is gonna be there.
What are the odds on that fight, you think?
I think
Max is the favorite.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Max is
the favorite, but
Max is
either
the
one.
How
3-1, I would say.
3-1? Man, I'm thinking like 6-1.
The odds are,
Max
I
has
saw
been
some odds.
so active. You know, obviously he
6-1
lost to
is
Oliveira in
crazy,
his last fight, but before that, I mean, he's been looking great. And he's not going to have to worry about the wrestling and jiu-jitsu, obviously, of Conor McGregor.
No.
So, and Max just gets better as the fight goes on. Conor slows down to begin with, and now this is 5 years off. It's just a big up.
Also, it's at 170 pounds.
So Holloway is a minus 400.
Minus 400.
He's minus 400.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know those Irish fans are going to bring that line down, though.
For sure.
They're going to be betting hard on Conor.
For sure. Maybe wait to pull the trigger on the bet, because the lines are going to change.
I think all of us are probably going to be on the same page where, like, the only chance Conor really has is to knock out.
A puncher's chance.
First 2 minutes.
A puncher's
And
chance.
probably
Got
in
2
the
minutes.
first or second round. Probably you just think.
Second round, I don't even think. I think he got 2 minutes in him.
I know, well, so
He's also going against one of the biggest volume punchers we've ever seen. So he's not coming back in against a guy who
But-
kind of have an easy pace to deal with.
I think
Max
this is a little
keeps
bit
coming.
different of a story, though. Max for sure is a volume puncher, but at 55, when I fought him last, he had power behind his shots, and I got to think at 170, he's going to have even more power.
Yeah.
Because Max can punch now, man. He's not just a volume puncher. He can finish.
3// Ariel Helwani believes the UFC handled the announcement of Conor.
But dude, after the way he looked on Saturday night, he can't talk right now, man. He needs to take a break. He needs to go get some sleep and some rest.
Yeah.
Not me, you know. And he looked like dog shit.
He didn't look good Saturday night.
He looked horrible. He looked like he didn't want to be in there. Looked like a punching bag. He looked off balance. His timing was horrible. I mean, dude, I don't want to. When somebody loses, I don't like to him too hard.
Yeah.
But you just did.
Yeah, but
He
no,
knows.
it's telling the truth. Like, you can't watch that fight and make an excuse for him. Like, he didn't look
Hang
good.
on.
He looked horrible.
McGregor's returned very poorly. The timing raised plenty of questions because Dana White revealed the news during an Instagram live stream while Francis Ngannou was making his walk to the cage at Saturday's MVP event. During his MMA show, Helwani criticized Dana White's decision. He explained that if the UFC really wanted attention at that moment, they should have promoted the live stream ahead of time and openly encouraged fans.
Well, that's what they do, right? They take it away from me and they make things about the guy who was more famous. They'd rather talk about his stumble or the fact that he's just so tough that he could stand there bleeding and seem to not care and try to do whatever he can. It's not that he looked like crap, because he looked like, in my opinion, like he usually does. It's just I had the abilities to just dominate in that space, and it wasn't all domination. Like, first round, he was jabbing me away. He was landing some just because I was walking into it or walking through it. Some of it was pushing me up, but I was setting my range and timing. So, you know, if they don't want to give me credit, it's just another Mike Perry fight where they don't, you know, I don't necessarily always get the credit, or I don't have 1 million followers, but that's fine because I'm going to keep working out hard. I show up to get that check on fight night and fight like I want to win and fight like I want to fight it again, another big fight.
6// Mike Perry says he doesn't get enough credit for his win over Nate Diaz following Saturday's MVP event. Many fans and fighters, including Dustin Poirier, criticized Diaz's performance. Poirier even said Nate looked terrible during the fight. Speaking afterward with Ariel Helwani, Perry responded to those comments by saying Diaz fought exactly the way he always fights. Perry argued that instead of giving him proper credit for beating Diaz, people are focusing only on Nate's poor showing rather than acknowledging Perry's performance and finish. 7// The California State Athletic Commission released the official fight night weights from the Rousey versus Carano card to MMA fighting as part of its ongoing effort to reduce dangerous weight cutting in combat sports. In the main event, Ronda Rousey weighed 142 pounds at Friday's official weigh-ins and entered the cage at 143 pounds for the featherweight matchup. Meanwhile, Gina Carano officially weighed 141 pounds before gaining 6 pounds overnight, entering fight night at 152 pounds. In the co-main event, Nate Diaz actually ended up being the heavier fighter inside the cage. Diaz officially weighed 168 pounds and later gained 16 pounds, entering the fight against Mike Perry at 184 pounds. Perry weighed 169 pounds during weigh-ins and added 8 pounds overnight, bringing his fight night weight to 181 pounds. Here are some of the other official numbers released. Francis Ngannou, weigh-in, 257 pounds, fight night, 258. 6 pounds, gain, 1. 6 pounds, Felipe Lins, weigh-in, 220. 6 pounds, fight night, 221 pounds, gain, 0. 4 pounds, Saladin Parnasse, weigh-in, 154. 8 pounds, fight night, 169 pounds, gain, 14. 2 pounds, Kenneth Cross, weigh-in, 155. 4 pounds, fight night, 168. 4 pounds, gain, 13 pounds, Junior Dos Santos, weigh-in, 245. 4 pounds, fight night, 249. 8 pounds, gain, 4. 4 pounds, Robles de Spain, weigh-in, 258. 8 pounds, fight night, 263. 2 pounds, gain, 4. 4 pounds. The biggest jump on the card came from Namo Fazal. He weighed 178 pounds at weigh-ins, but entered fight night at 198 pounds. That means he gained 2 pounds overnight, which equals a 16% increase in body weight. He also outweighed Jake Babian by more than 10 pounds inside the cage after Babian entered at 186 pounds. Additional fight night weight results included Adriano Moraes, 129 pounds to 138. 4 pounds, gain, 9. 4 pounds, Pumi Nakuda, 130 pounds to 143. 4 pounds, gain, 13. 4 pounds, Jason Jackson, 170. 8 pounds to 182. 6 pounds, gain, 11. 8 pounds, Jefferson Creighton, 168. 2 pounds to 184. 6 pounds, gain, 16. 4 pounds, David McGahee, 145. 2 pounds to 158. 8 pounds, gain, 13. 6 pounds, Albert Morales, 143. 8 pounds to 158. 6 pounds, gain, 14. 8 pounds, Alien Pereira, 128 pounds to 142. 4 pounds, gain, 14. 4 pounds, Jade Masan Wong, 129. 2 pounds to 141. 6 pounds, gain, 12. 4 pounds, Chris Sevilla, 164 pounds to 175. 6 pounds, gain, 11. 6 pounds, Brandon Jenkins, 164. 2 pounds to 179. 2 pounds, gain, 15 pounds. Chapter 10. Gina Carano issues statement after loss. After returning to competition for the first time in 17 years, Gina Carano released a statement about her loss to Ronda Rousey. On Monday, Carano reflected on both the defeat and the difficult road she took to prepare for the fight. She described the experience as one of the greatest journeys of her life and said she felt fully focused and fearless on fight night. Carano admitted she was disappointed with how the fight ended. She explained that she made a mistake during an exchange, and when Rousey secured the submission, she tapped before serious damage could happen to her arm. She also revealed how physically difficult the comeback had been. According to Carano, she spent an entire year in a calorie deficit while trying to transform herself back into an athlete. She described the process as extremely demanding and said losing over 100 pounds felt like a constant challenge every single week. Carano also praised Ronda Rousey, calling her an incredible woman, mother, fighter, and legend. She thanked MVP MMA, Netflix, Nikisa Bidarian, Jake Paul, her team, and